Suppose this is where I leave you then. I owe you my life, envoy. I won't soon forget what you did. I don't know. It's all just sinking in. I hope the folks at the embassy know where to find a good, strong drink. You don't have to. Just go up the pier. I imagine they've sent someone official-like to take you there.
Must be nice, eh?
Well, it's the Living Land's biggest port. People come from all over. Not all of them are Adir's friends.
Wonder why?
You'll be fine. After the fort, I figure you can survive anything. Same to you. You'll make the Emperor proud, I'm sure of it.
This is your final warning, Kai. One more, and I put a bullet. Hey! Turn around and sail back to wherever you came from. This dock is reserved for the Imperial Envoy. And he's late. Huh, probably died at sea. Good riddance. Ugh, shit.
Nice.
Forgive me, Envoy. I meant nothing by it. A slip of the tongue. Can we start over? Name's Cynric, captain of the local militia. We're a scrappy bunch, but we know our way around Paradis. Unlike most Adirans who couldn't find their ass with both their hands. Oh, present company excluded. They told me you were godlike, but I didn't know what to expect. Your face, it's so... Ooh, on second thought, why don't I just shut up before I say anything else I regret?
Now there's a good idea.
No doubt you've come for the Adiran ambassador, but he's gone, along with our claviger. Well, he's the closest thing we have to a local authority. Part keeper of the keys, part bald fist.
Paradis' mayor, more or less. Most people out here aren't fond of established hierarchies and titles. So, we made up some new ones.
I'm sorry, Envoy, but no one's here to receive it.
Nonsense. There's a small army of pickpockets, smugglers, and scoundrels between those walls who'd be happy to take it off your hands.
No, there's some kind of blight in the wilderness and rumors of plague. They went to investigate. Nature has a mind of its own in these parts. When the ecosystem changes, we ask ourselves how and why.
Leaderless and rudderless is the natural state of things in Paradis anyway. Keeps things interesting. Where did you say they went? Because I've got an idea.
They traveled northwest to the Strangle Route, past...
You need to find the ambassador, and I need to find the claviger. How's about we partner up? The Rowatine Navy didn't teach me fancy work.
Kai, before you go, please keep in mind that the Envoy is a respected member of the court. Make sure he comes back alive, or the Steel Garrote will...
Better yours than mine. Right behind you. We've got to find your ambassador and my claviger before something else does. I'll bet you're glad to be on dry land after that. Come on, let's get you some fresh air.
The city's getting crowded. Pretty soon the Adirans will outnumber us 3 to 1.
Please, how hard is it to answer a question?
I've come in search of lost treasures. Have you heard any tales of such things in the area?
First get leaves, letters won't turn up.
Build another palisade just like the last. When this one falls, what'll you Adirans do then?
Your armor could use some work. Let's check the watermill for supplies. Even Pargrunan walls can't stand against this place. Everything out here's been getting more aggressive. Militia's trying to hold the wilds out however they can. Quiet as the depths.
Hey! Over here!
Worse than raw!
Nice shot!
We make a good squad. Pargrunan left these beacons all over the island. They're good for finding your way back.
Be on seek! Worse than raw! Worse than raw!
Come and get me!
Seek!
Right flank!
Worse than raw!
A rot seeps through here. Who poisons us? We cannot see.
Odd. Didn't used to be this overgrown. I can take care of that if you want. I got a bad feeling about whatever that bear's chomping on. That's a bad way to go. It's almost like... Watch that happens.
Worse than raw!
Let's see what you got! One for you!
Be on seek! Worse than raw!
Zombies. They don't usually venture. Wonder what's got them.
Worse than raw! Worse than raw! You take lead.
Next one's mine.
The scourge invades. Claw it out. It breathes. It is close.
That's the claviger. What happened?
Are you blind? We're being hunted. Get rid of the bear and we'll talk after. Are you blind? We're being hunted. Get rid of the bear and we'll talk after. Take that, you monstrosity! Well done!
What happened to that bear?
Poor bastard. One of Ludwine's toy soldiers. I never even learned their name. Not that it would have done us any good. Oh, my savior. Oh, thank the gods. Your arrival couldn't have been more timely. Oh, Ambassador Falchion Hildgard at your service. And you must be our Imperial envoy. Better late than never, I say. Oh, I'm happy to drop the formalities if you are. Oh, pity you were too late for the claviger. Damn good fellow. It was the bear that killed him, of course. This wilderness has been a little too wild of late. envoy?
He raises a fair question.
On my honor as your countryman, his death was not of my doing. Let's speak no more of this. We heard alarming reports of a blight in the wilderness, and a strange corruption moving toward the city. The changes in the ecosystem are expected, but this one was progressing too rapidly to ignore. We tracked the corruption all the way here, but all we found was that creature gone mad. So, the rumors of plague were true. The situation is more dire than I imagined. We need a plan of action before whatever this is consumes the living lands.
We are here. Come to us. Commune with us. We have waited for you. Come.
What's the matter? Can you hear me? Well, that's encouraging. The Emperor trusts your judgment, and so do I. Whatever you think is best, I'll support it. You know something of our troubles. That much is clear. What would you have us do? You suspect a connection. Interesting. Ardra is said to be filled with essence, soul stuff. And maybe the essence will respond to a godlike's touch. Oh, just be careful. The Emperor would never forgive me if anything happened to you.
Take it slow. We'll be right here.
It is you. Come closer. We feared you were but a dream. We wake from seasons of slumber. We have been waiting. We were drowning in our nightmares for so long. Your hand was a branch. Escape! We reached for you. And you are familiar to us. Our memories are fractured. But you too are alone in your strangeness. A rot eats at the foundation of this land. Corruption seeps into the soil. It spreads and festers and seeps and crawls. Poor bear. Poor us. Poor you. Yes, the air sings with its spores. It is everywhere. We can feel it. We fear it. We can see where it spreads. It is an infection. A foreign body invades, the host fights back. We feel the pain of this intrusion. It overwhelms us. If an animal sickens after a fight, as it howls and sings its agony, what do you do? Nurse it, care for it, grow it like the vines. We were loved once, perhaps. We remember, almost. A thought, like motion in the water. The rot festers. We could suck the poison out, let green things grow in its place, and we could give you the gift of our healing touch. But a favor for a favor. Would you help us in return when we ask it? A favor for a favor, then. This place shall heal, and you shall know our power. We tire. New again this world, new again words. We will find you soon.
Incredible. Envoy, I don't know what you did, but that was miraculous.
You all right? You look like you were in a trance for several minutes.
What happened? What can you recall? Spare no detail.
I've said the same thing after a flask of Eric, but I know better than to trust that feeling.
I think you may have overexerted yourself. Once we're back in civilization, bed rest is in order. Inquisitor Ludwig will need to hear of this. I've agreed to share my findings with the Steel Garrote, as long as they do the same. Not that she has any interest in ecology. Ludwig is obsessed with our security, sees enemies lurking around every corner. Your interests are more aligned than you know. But while you and I answer to the Emperor, Ludwig and the Steel Garrote answer only to themselves. Stay out of their way, and they'll return the favor. Ah, you're going to be troublesome, aren't you? We'll talk more at the embassy. I'll ensure the Paradis militia give you free passage into the city. Ah, Envoy, what you've done here is truly amazing. Let's keep up the good work, eh?
Just watch your step. There are swaths of the city barely more civilized than this. Whatever the Inquisitor's like, she can't be worse than that thing, can she?
Then raw.
You are full of surprises, Envoy. I'd heard godlikes have strange powers, but I've never known one to heal an entire grove. Guess your Emperor really did send the right person for the job, huh? Still, you have your work cut out for you in Paradis. Enjoy the con.
The path to Paradis is a tad overgrown, but I can find my way back.
You got everything you need to fix up your armor. Let's head to camp. The so-called godless people disappeared centuries ago, but left plenty of ruins to remember them by. Careful. Looks like spiders nearby.
Over here! Good then, raw! One for you! Is that all you have? Good then, raw!
Pargrunan built these walls, and much of Paradis, centuries ago. Much of their work still stands.
Incoming zone. Here we go. Watch the left. Be on seek.
Those Arabs must have been catching supplies too.
Another win, but who's counting?
Oh, look, Paradis and that. When heated, the resin forms a hard coat that strengthens weapons and armor.
Well, if it isn't the new arrival. So eager to make a name for himself. I'm your death, swift and subtle, like a blade in the dark. And this here is Pod.
Hello.
Well, I can see which of you two is the poet. Unfortunately, you're both short on common sense.
Me and Pod, we aren't so fond of Outlanders. Especially ones looking as strange as you. For all we know, you're one of those sick bastards. The plague carrier. A blight on our fair city.
Boss, he's trying to bewitch us with weird words.
Shut it, Pod. Let me do the talking.
You're doing great so far. Really menacing.
No one brings the plague into my town, Outlander. No one. At least you can die knowing it wasn't personal. Pod isn't going anywhere. Are you, kid?
I don't know. Everyone stop talking to me like I'm a child. I'll fight you both if I have to.
That's the spirit, kid. Get the envoy first. We'll settle this after. Ha! Let's make it quick. You're not the only one with places to be.
Good. I was getting tired of listening to them anyway.
Earth and raw. Earth and raw. Earth and raw. See.
Welcome to Paradis, Envoy. The ambassador's expecting you.
Envoy!